The holder of a pilot's licence must be mentally and physically fit to exercise safely the privileges of his licence. Consequently, as well as the validity of a pilot's licence being determined by the validity of the class or type ratings which must be included in that licence, the licence must also be accompanied by a valid medical certificate, issued in accordance with the provisions of JAR FCL 3. An applicant for the issue, revalidation or renewal of a Joint Aviation Authority's private pilot's licence must hold a valid Class 1 or Class 2 medical certificate. An applicant for the issue, revalidation or renewal of a Joint Aviation Authority's commercial pilot's licence or air transport pilot's licence must hold a valid Class 1 medical certificate. The medical examination for the issue of both a Class 2 and a Class 1 medical certificate must be conducted by an authorised medical examiner. JAA Class 1 medical certificates are valid for 12 months for pilots up to age 60 and over age 60 for 6 months. JAA Class 2 medical certificates are valid for 60 months up to age 40, for 24 months between the ages of 40 and 50, and over the age of 50 for 12 months. If a pilot allows his medical certificate to expire, his licence becomes invalid immediately. If the medical examination for the revalidation of a medical certificate takes place within the 45 days prior to the expiry date of the current medical certificate, the validity of the new certificate extends from the previous certificate's expiry date. If a holder of a current JAA medical certificate becomes aware of any decrease in medical fitness, which will affect the safe execution of the privileges of his licence, he must cease to exercise those privileges until he has sought the advice of an authorised medical examiner and been declared fit to fly. More specifically, if the holder of a JAA medical certificate becomes aware of any of the circumstances or conditions shown on screen here, he must inform the National Aviation Authority of the condition in writing immediately. A hospital or clinic admission for more than 12 hours, any surgical operation or invasive procedure, the need for regular use of medication, the regular need to wear correcting lenses, an incapacitating injury, pregnancy. In the case of pregnancy, the suspension may be temporarily lifted during the early months of the pregnancy and finally lifted after the end of the pregnancy when the pilot has been declared fit to resume flying. In the case of illness, any illness which incapacitates a pilot and prevents him from flying as a pilot throughout a period of 21 days or more must be reported in writing to the National Aviation Authority. A pilot's medical certificate, and therefore his pilot's licence, will be deemed to be suspended during any period of incapacity. The suspension will be lifted after a medical examination passes a pilot fit once more.